Hey guys, I'm Deli, one of the content creators here at Soina Productions, and we've been getting a lot of questions about the gear that we use in our music video productions. So today we're going to talk about our current lighting gear. Here at Soina, we love a pop of color in our music videos. So we're not unfamiliar with RGB lights. We were previously using a few low budget alternatives like using gels, colored cellophane in the early days of production. So since a couple of months ago, we have switched over to the NANLITE ecosystem of lighting gear. But for the purpose of this video, we're just going to talk about one of their RGB WW tube style lights, the PAVOTUBE 15C. We're going to go through what they are, what I like about them, what I don't like about them, and what we'd like to see in the future. If you haven't already, click the thumbs up to like this video, subscribe down below, and hit that notification bell button. It really helps a lot, especially if you want to see more videos like this in the future. For the gear nerds out there, the PAVOTUBE 15C lights is an RGB WW tube style dimmable LED lights with internal batteries. It's about 2 feet in the T12 in the diameter. You can adjust the color temperature of these lights from 6500 Kelvin, which is a little bit colder than daylight, which is about 5500 Kelvin, down to 2700 Kelvin, which is like reminiscent of indoor incandescent lights. It is capable of full spectrum RGB at CRI 98 and TLCI 95. If you know, you know. It has a 2200 milliamp hour battery inside, which if you have it running at 100% the whole time on your shoot, you get about 2 hours of battery life on it. Or you can use AC power, you can plug it in straight to the wall with the included power bricks. These lights also have included pre-programmed special effects, which includes police cars, flame, which is like a candlelight flicker, lightning storm effect, SOS signal effect, and 2 types of continuous flickers with this, which you can all control via the buttons and dials at the side of the light, which there is a small screen indicator to tell you what you're working with. So how do we use it? We use these NANLITE PAVOTUBE 15Cs in both studio and on-location shoots, primarily for indoor and night scenes. We have used these as key lights, backlights, and practicals on set. We usually have a pair of these mounted on light stands using the NANLITE T12 mounting clips that is included with a package. And as for the modifiers, I like using the barn door that you can buy separately. I like to use that usually to prevent the spill on the back of the subject to narrow down the light. If you don't have the barn door accessory, you can literally use some gaff tape and some cinefoil. Cinefoil is like a more durable version of a tin foil, so if you have aluminum foil at home, you can also use that and achieve the same result. So we can create depth and contrast in the frame either through colors or through just varying intensity of light. Okay, what I love about them. Number one, the cheat sheet at the back of the light. In the back of the light, you can actually see the instructions, a quick guide of how to use the light, how to navigate the settings and all of that. It's literally stuck and printed at the back, so they can easily pick this up and learn how to use them on the fly. Form factor, the hexagon ends. The ends of these lights are actually shaped like a hexagon, so you can actually easily angle the light even without a light stand. So that is key, especially if you plan to pack light on shoots, or if you're a one-man crew, don't really have the capacity to bring more light stands or C-stands on set. You can literally put this on the table, angle it up, angle it down, or in just random places really. It makes it easy to set rigs and create that scene in the set. The master and slave feature. You can actually sync multiple of these lights together through sync cable. If you bought the NANLITE PAVOTUBE 15C in a 2-pack or a 4-pack, you get these sync cables. You can sync multiple tubes together by plugging in this cable into the port labeled out of the main tube you want to control your other tubes with, and plug in the other side of that cable into the in of the second tube. The second tube should now display sync on the screen, and when you change the settings of the main PAVOTUBE, which you plugged in earlier, this second one should automatically follow. You can easily daisy chain the rest of your tubes like this as long as you have more sync cables. There's a much easier way to do this through syncing all of your tubes into the NANLITE Control Hub, which they sell separately, which I'll talk about a little bit later. Weather protection. They don't really advertise this at all. You won't see this in any documentation, but the way that it's built just lends me to think that it's more weather nature proof than majority of the other lights that we're using. I've used Astera and Quasar lights on the higher end, and I've used like cheap China brands, and by far this is probably one of the better tube lights in terms of weather protection. So there's a plastic cover on the button, which is a soft plastic, so it prevents that from rain. It also looks like it's double tubed in plastic, so the light itself with its normal LED shielding is also inside another tube. But yeah, that just gives me a little bit more confidence on location. However, putting an asterisk here, at the ends of the light where the dials are, obviously there's no weather protection on the end of the dial. And on the other side, you just have exposed ports. So the charging port and the sync cable ports, that's just out in the open. So I would take this out on light rain, but I would not take this out on like hard pouring rain, because just asking for trouble. But yeah, I've literally taken these out on shoots where it's been lightly raining outside, and yeah, it just worked fine and still working till today. Okay, what I'd like improved. As much as I love the barn doors, it actually blocks your view of the screen on the settings. So unless you are a master ninja, you can do your settings with your eyes closed, blindfolded. Yeah, it gets a little bit finicky. So usually I'd have to undo the main light, move it through so I can do the settings of the barn door, and then bring it back in with that. So that one's a little bit that is a minus point on me. Number two, the built-in wireless app control. You can actually get the Let Go / NANLITE. Let me read this. You can get the Let Go NANLITE wireless DMX and app control hub, which runs on a 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi channel. I literally have some cheaper lights, which you can just control with your phone out of the box. So, which is a little bit odd to me, but not unfamiliar, because I know with the Astera lights, so you need a separate control hub to control them wirelessly and have them in an array. But for the price that I'm getting, I don't mind it too much. But yes, you can't control these lights with a phone out of the box. If you could, these would be literally the perfect lights. As a gaffer or a content creator, you don't have to literally go to every single light and change them. You can literally change them with the app. So I wish that in the future you are able to do that with the version 2s that are rumored to be coming out soon. We'll see. But yes, with the control hub, it works amazingly. It's the last time I saw it online, it's about $500 AUD to buy extra. That seems to fluctuate depending on which store you go to. But yeah, I wonder how much the NANLITEs are now. It's been quite a minute since we bought them. You can get the NANLITE PAVOTUBE 15C lights in a couple of different packages. You can get them by itself, which you'll get the light and the bag and one charger. Us from Sueno Productions, we got ours from all different areas, but essentially if you get a 2-pack, you get the carry bag, you get the 2 lights, you get 2 charging bricks, and a sync cable with the metal wire that you can use to mount it on different places. And yeah, those are the current PAVOTUBE 15C packages. And that's our final thoughts in the NANLITE PAVOTUBE 15C. Overall, it's quite a solid budget-friendly tube light, especially for what it does and how long it lasts for. For us, it works amazingly. In fact, we have a whole bunch of these 15Cs and this smaller light, which is its little brother, the 6C, which is actually lighting the side of my light right now. Maybe we'll talk about this in the next video. What do you guys think about these kind of videos from us? What gear would you like us to talk about next? And who would you like to see next in these videos? Maybe Crazy, Kevin, I don't know. But yeah, that's it for me. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.